Alright, what's good everybody? We back with another video and you already saw the title. You know what it is. Do the dash. And y'all see the car behind me right here. So we here with my bro. Introduce yourself.
What's up? My name's Farhan on Instagram and TikTok. My car is Slaamry. My bagged 2020 Camry TRD.
Oh yeah. So tell me, what made you start off like how many cars do you have so far?
This is probably my 9th or 10th car. I lost count somewhere.
And then so what made you choose this car for you? Like, okay, let me go ahead and build this.
So my first car, I actually started off in a 1996 Toyota Corolla.
Okay.
And that car like ran fine, like it was perfect. I just got rid of it because it was boring. But like, the thing is that thing was perfect with 319,000 miles on it.
Damn.
And from that point on, I kind of like stuck with Toyota, Lexus type cars. Out of my 9 cars, I think it is, 7 of them were Toyota, Lexus, and Scion.
Damn. I was just about to ask for all those Toyotas for the 9 cars. Sheesh.
Yeah, and this is actually my V6 Camry 3-peat right here.
Okay.
I've had the 7th gen, the 7.5 gen, and now this is my 8th gen with the V6.
Dang. All right, so have you had any like previous, like, did you have like a build when you started building this, or you just kind of went with the flow?
So a lot of people don't know this because I gained most of my followers with this car, but this is actually Slaamry V2.
V2.
Yeah, so my 7th gen Camry, the 2014, that was the original Slaamry. That was on coilover. And what's crazy is that car was on coilovers and it was probably this low.
On coilovers, it was this low?
Yeah, the only thing is the different body of the 7th gen and the different wheel specs made it so I was able to drive it this low. This car cannot be driven this low at all. Like everything touches everything. Jeez. If we move like 3 inches, you'll just hear all the tires rubbing everything.
God damn. Okay.
With that being said, since this is Slaamry V2, when I bought the car, I transferred the tag.
Okay.
So I knew that this car had to be slammed. So I bought this 2020 Camry TRD, and for those who don't know, the TRD Camry, they only make 6,000 a year. It's got different suspension tuning and stuff to make it more of a sports car than just like your grandma's Camry.
Yeah.
So once they put that tag on it and my car was on the stock suspension, which is a little bit lower than a factory Camry, but it's not slam. I was like, I can't be living my life as a lie. So 1 week after I bought a brand new TRD, I dropped 4 bands on
the bags,
on an Airlift system.
Jeez.
All around. The car has been bagged since it had about 3,000 miles on it. And that's partially because I bought the car in Florida, so in the first day I put 1,000 miles on it.
So what made you go with this wrap?
This is actually the second one I've done. I actually used to work full-time in car sales, and I know I want to do a career around cars, but I didn't exactly like that car sales thing where I have to be there from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week, and I wasn't about that. I want to do like boss up and do my own thing. So I quit that job and I started to just like watch YouTube videos and learning how to wrap and stuff. I wrapped my car one time with like more like geometric blue and gray camo, and had that through the winter. Got really beat up by all the snow and the salt trucks because I daily the hell out of this car. It's not even a year old yet. It's about 20,000 miles on it. So that wrap got all beat up. In March I took a vacation back down to Florida. The weather was nice, so over there I re-wrapped it like this, and I'm trying to learn more and more so I can move on from doing this like patchwork camo wrap into doing full wraps.
Full wraps, guys.
So like where I get most of my practice on doing like bigger panels like that is when I do like the hood and like the front grills and stuff.
It looked good though. Okay.
So with the TRD, the splitter side skirts, rear diffuser, spoiler, all of that comes from the factory.
Seriously?
Yeah.
See, I don't know nothing about Camry, so this is something new to me. I thought like you had to buy that came with it. That's dope.
As far as like Camry and motorsport, they've been using a Camry in NASCAR for a few years, but you know the NASCARs aren't really like what they are. A couple days ago, they just announced the next gen cars in NASCAR, and they actually moved on to using TRD on there.
So, you have any sponsors with your car?
The only sponsor right now is myself with my little startup company for the wraps.
Okay.
I call it Flex Signs. I do decals, and then I'll do like hoods and roofs and stuff right now.
Okay.
I haven't done a full car color change yet. If you want to be my test subject as the first person for a full car color change, go right ahead.
I am looking for a new two-tone. I'm looking for a new two-tone wrap, so we'll see it. You got any interior work done or just only exterior?
Where I have my controller mount for the air ride. I put the paddle shift extensions on here.
Okay.
And then one fun thing about the TRDs is the red seat belts.
Yeah, that's dope. And then let's see this chunk here.
This right here is actually nicer than my apartment.
Look at that. Now I actually like this. I like this.
So I did the wood myself. What I did right before I dropped it off at the shop to get bagged, I didn't even pick this silver wood that surprisingly matches the paint really good. I went into Home Depot and I was like, where's the hardwood flooring? And they were like, aisle 18. I went into aisle 18, grabbed the first one, and I was like, all right, let's go. And how I made it is I took the trunk mat, the carpet one, and literally just traced
outlined it.
Yeah, and cut it out, and it came out pretty decent.
Yeah, it looked good, bro.
I have a pedal commander in there, plugged into the gas pedal, so I can make the car more or less responsive. Most of the time I have it in the daily mode, which is the like lowest response possible, and it makes the car literally like slower than a Prius. Yeah, and even when you hit the gas, like it doesn't go like past 4,000 RPM, so I got to change it back to the sport so we can hear the
So we'll tune right back in.
This is in the daily mode.
So this is daily mode. That's quiet. Yeah, that definitely did change. That definitely did change.
It makes the RPMs go up way faster, and it doesn't like cap it at a low RPM.
So alright, so look, now it's time for the part y'all been waiting for. Let's hop in the car, take a nice little drive, and we gonna get this car lifted a little bit. So let's check that out. Sir. Alright, so y'all know with these videos, mostly every car that I have on the channel is gonna be my first time in the car. So this is my first time in a Toyota Camry. Well, like a newer gen. It rides smooth though. Hey yo, Voodoo, man, shout out to you, man. I'm inside of the car that you have, so now I get to see what you see. It's my first time being in the one. I like it. I like the whole touchscreen setup. Everything looks smooth. Passenger seat feel good too. I like this. This ain't feel good. I wish my car feel like this. I don't know, man. We might Mopar. We might gotta switch it up.
And this is with the fact that I daily drive this car in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And one day I was in this really narrow one-way street, and there was a Miata-sized pothole that was just absolutely unavoidable. I lifted the car as high as I could possibly get it, and it still blew both of my front shocks, and I need to replace those. And that's the knocking that you hear as we go over some bumps.
Gee, that's crazy. Get up, and just put these people in the way. that. And Camry, y'all. I add y'all to the list. Yeah, it sounds good.
Last time I had a red car, I had it for 9 months and got pulled over like 22 times with 18 tickets.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It stands out. It stands out too much. I feel you. I only been pulled over twice. Once I don't count because it was in Ocean City. They was pulling anybody over for anything. And the second time was recently for some BS. But I haven't been pulled over that much. But the car does get attention to where like they're looking at you. Since it's like a bright color and stuff like that.
Yeah, ever since I've gone to like silvers and grays, I don't get much police attention. And like I said many times already, like I drive this thing a lot, and it's mostly just right in my local area. And you would expect with a car that looks like this, you'd get tons of fucking police attention. But like, I drive a lot, so I respect the rules of the road. I even have this one clip from my dash cam where I was sitting in a parking lot and a cop drives by in front of me and gives me a big old thumbs up. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You still got the video?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, look. So he will send me the video. We will post the video, right? We gotta see that. That'd be dope. That's what's up. But overall, man, I like this car. I wish I would have did a lot more research on my vehicle before I bought my Charger, because that would have given me a lot more. I'm not saying I would have just jumped on it, but there's a lot more cars I would have had on my list that like, okay, this is a good car to have and stuff like that. So for all my people who are buying their first cars, make sure you do your research. Even though you might want this car so bad, there are other cars you might like.
But like, it's not so much as like just going about it straight like that.
Yeah.
Because I know that there's tons of better cars I could have got for the same price as this. But I like this, plus I know it's a good car.
Yeah.
So that's why I go with this. So you gotta find something that you like and you know is good.
That's why, yeah, that's basically what I was trying to say, because you know I spent like $20,000 on my car, but you know there's other cars that can do what my car can do for a better price and better comfort and other type of things. It might not be what you love, but there are other options that are just as good as the one that you really want. So like, keep your options open, because like I said, I love Chargers and stuff, but for a reliable car, this thing's actually, from what he told me, like everything, I'm gonna do my research now and like do like the back history. But it feels good, looks good, sounds good. The build is nice, bro, and it's any on bags, like sheesh.
Yeah, hitting switches in traffic is just like the best thing ever. You get crazy reactions from people.
So this is why he went viral on TikTok. And how many views you get?
1 million.
1 million
on one of the videos.
Jeez, on 1 million. That shit, yo, hold up, that thing really was like so close, like that was like literally right.
I loved the comment section. They were like, your fender ate the tire.
Yeah, like, yo, that thing like literally was like, I'm this close of. That was dope. I see why that was.
So if you notice, a couple times I drove it extra low and may have burnt the paint off underneath the wrap here.
Jeez.
But like, I had to do it for like the rolling shot. Like,
yeah, I feel you.
Dirt nasty low for the rolling shot.
You got to.
Ignore the smoke cloud behind the car from the tires.
Look, get at him on TikTok and Instagram at Slaamry V2. That thing look dope. So yeah, I hope you guys like the video. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all that fancy stuff, and let me know what y'all think down below. And make sure you hit him up on Instagram, TikTok. Y'all want to see how you got that fitment like that, because that was crazy. So I'll catch y'all on the next one, y'all.